I guess my video cut off there. I don't know why, but anyway, let me hurry. This may have to be a two-parter because I done one part and my camera turned off. But anyway, what they're doing with the chemtrails in the sun is they are creating. We get atoms from the sun. It's designed to wake up the tribes of Israel. The light atoms that's coming from the sun. If y'all have noticed, the sun's changed from a yellow to a white. During the day, it's white. It's sending. It's from the sun we get vitamin D and the atoms and stuff, and some of the atoms just go right through us. Protons, neutrons, all that. They go right through us. They're made for our bodies to be created, stay created. But anyway, what they're doing with this is Satan's time is short. That's scripture. Satan's going to be allowed to change time and laws. That's going to be, he's going to be able to alter time, manipulate it a little. And laws there means physics. That's why we have the Mandela effect, is because of these waves that's getting interrupted through these chemtrail clouds, because they make them splits in the chemtrails with that frequency, and then the sun, the atoms from the sun it causes multiples of interference patterns. If you go watch a double slit experiment, you'll know what I'm talking about. You'll see I'm right about this, that they are, because time comes in a wave at the top of, like a wave of water, two waves of water. And they met time, on those top of those two waves are called nodes. That's how time is measured, from one node to the other. When they create interference pattern, it either shortens, the wave is either further apart or closer together. When the sun, the atoms from the sun are going through those frequency clouds, and they may be trying to reflect some too, for that they all don't get here, to wake us up, to wake up the tribes of Israel, because that's what that is for, to wake up the tribes of Israel. And they're trying to, if Satan can stop the tribes from waking up, he's buying himself more time. So that's what he's doing, is trying to buy more time. He's manipulating time with these frequency clouds. It's got the lines in them. That has the lines in them. So those atoms going through those lines, or multiple lines, are creating multiple wave patterns in the waves of time, the way God created time, because it either shortens the nodes on the top of the two waves, or it slows them down, and the nodes get further apart. That's how they measure time, from one node to the other. I hope I explained this right, but it's to stop the tribes of Israel from receiving the atom, the neutrons, whatever we're supposed to have at the end of time, for the tribes of Israel to wake up. Jesus said, I came for the lost house of Israel. That's who he came for. I was led to believe I was a Gentile all my life, but come to find out, down Highway 71 here in Arkansas, they've hid from us. Our own government hid from us, put us here and hid from us who we are. Told us we were Indians. And that just ain't true. I had an Indian card one time. It said 1/16th or 1/32nd Indian. Well, I'm 30 something. If I'm 1/32nd Indian, I'm 30. If I'm 1/32nd Indian, I'm 31/32 something else, which is a whole lot more blooded. So anyway, but I have genealogies to show what who we are, and I'm fixing to begin my call, I guess you might say, to start trying to wake people up around here, to tell them who they are, because they want to keep us quiet. They don't want us to know who we are. But that's what they're doing with the frequencies in the clouds. They're either slowing, it's either slowing or speeding up time. And I think time's being slow because the closer the two waves get together of those, that wave that is made with atoms, neutrons or protons, the closer that gets together, the shorter time becomes, because they measure from top of wave to top of wave. time is measured, just like you put a line across the top of those two waves, and the faster that wave gets, those waves get going, time becomes shorter. And in a way, it kind of extends time for Satan. God said if he didn't speed up time or shorten the days, that no flesh would be saved. That's what God said in his word. So people can say it comes from Satan's trying it, and God allows it because it's going to happen. But here's some of those. And the stuff that falls down to the ground out of those chemtrails are like spider webs. Inside those spider webs are little molecules or something, little balls. They're different colors, kind of like rainbow color. But they're they're aluminum, barium, strontium, lithium. And it sticks to it's made to cover the ground from blade of grass to blade of grass. These little spider webs will and you can't see them unless the sun shines on them. Then you can barely see them, but that's what's coming down. It looks like spider webs. If everybody's noticed in their houses, the dust it creates, you think there's more spiders building webs and stuff in there. That's just not true. I mean, that's the way it gets in your house, and it can get in your house without any door open or window open. The spider web stuff that's coming out of those chemtrails, and you can see kind of some frequency lines up there. But they chemtrail at night too. There's multiple purposes. I've seen them chemtrailing the moon, right, targeting it and covering the moon too. So the moon sends some kind of light down for us, because God said it was the lesser light to rule the night. He made two great lights, the sun and the moon, and then stars. Oh, and stars and the cycles of the sun, moon, and stars is for seasons, time, hours, days. The Hebrew word is moedim, appointed time. So that's part of feast days, Jewish festival days and stuff fall on them appointed times. But you see how red looking that sun is? And you see those frequencies in those clouds. That's to slow down time or speed it up one way or the other. It's creating multiple interferences in the pattern of the atoms that's coming to our Earth. And inside our Earth, we're in like a time capsule. It can be shortened. There's no time outside of where God is. It's just eternity. So, but we're created in like a time capsule. The best way I can describe it. And our bodies work with that time. And about 10 years ago, I told my wife, I said, something's manipulating time. And plus, I got videos of sawdust on this project I done on the porch. Every other day or every 3 days, that sawdust would be right back on that porch. I'd sweep it off and sweep it off. It was like Groundhog Day. They're showing you the truth in these movies, corrupt form of the truth. Like Groundhog Day, I promise you that's happening. And if you're certain blooded people, the tribes of Israel, it affects some of them sleep, because they wake up at 3 and 3 again and 3:30, and it just seems like it's forever. When you wake up, you'll think, man, it's time to get up, but it'll still be like 3:30. And I started realizing that about 8 years ago, probably. But and it makes you feel bad, really bad too. And all the people that's feeling sick, and that's a Christian that's feeling sick all the time and hurting, it's because the time's being interfered with, and your body's coded into that time. Our DNA's coded into the time that's inside inside this firmament that surrounds us. So it makes you feel really bad, because time is part of you and part of me. Hopefully I explained this right. I mean, if I didn't, I'll redo it. But I'm out.